We're making an ad.
Napping ad.
This is where I think if we're doing it right, Alec Baldwin comes in. He says a couple things. He listens to the podcast every week.
Yep.
Has he been canceled? Wait, is Alec Baldwin the one who killed somebody? I hear that Gary Sinise is free.
Oh, okay, great.
He hasn't worked since 2020.
So, what would be the script that we would have Gary Sinise say for the Napping Through Happy Hour podcast?
Listen to this damn show. Damn it.
The Napping Through Happy Hour podcast brought to you by Geekscape.
Real life, real drama, real time.
I'm Gary Sinise.
That's the ad. That's the ad. That's the ad.
Meanwhile, in New Jersey...
So, Marissa, what talking points do you want to hit on in this week's episode?
Well, Jackie, let's talk about how the film addresses the patriarchy. Ooh, and representation of marginalized people. Ooh, and even philosophical ramifications of good versus evil in horror.
We can point out the triangle boobs, talk about the blood splatter, and the practical effects. And also the male gaze.
My gaze at the males.
Hi-oh! From feminism to fangirling, the Jersey Ghouls cover all the bases of horror from a woman's perspective.
New episodes are uploaded every other Sunday.
Just search Jersey Ghouls to find us on social media and your favorite podcasting app.
What's up, everybody? This is Brian here to tell you about our podcast, Bingetown TV. Our hosts include 7 best friends with a love for all things television. We cover a range of genres with a focus on fantasy and sci-fi, but also dip our feet into drama, horror, comedy, and pretty much anything we think is good television. We use the traditional deep dive formula for new live shows that are released week to week, but our calling card is our Rooks and Vets and Pitchtown TV series. Rooks and Vets pairs 2 of our hosts that have seen a show with 2 of our hosts that have not seen a show. Pitchtown TV is when we have a special guest pitch us a show by having us watch the pilot and trying to convince us to watch the rest. If you're craving more content on some of your favorite TV shows, then you should listen to Bingetown TV. Find us on our website at bingetowntv.com, the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, or wherever else you may find your podcast.
Let's party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, and let the parties go spread the holiday cheer. 'Cause it's Christmas. Oh, it's the best time of the year. Let's go fake reindeer.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt.
So we're back. It's January. We're talking about all the new Christmas content
Yeah.
that came out this past November and December. This one released on Halloween.
It did.
Taylor Momsen's Pretty Reckless Christmas. So what do you know about Taylor Momsen?
Well, hold on. Here's a positive, because I just want to start off with that. I will tell you a little bit about what I know about her, but here's a positive. Better than that Jimmy Fallon Christmas album we listened to last
for
year.
sure. For sure. I will take this album 3 times before I would re-listen to that Jimmy Fallon album again. Also
all right.
shorter than the Jimmy Fallon album.
Yes, that already makes it a positive. What do I know about Taylor Momsen? I think the only thing I know about Taylor Momsen is the same thing everyone should know about Taylor Momsen, because she'll remind you of this. She played Cindy Lou Who in How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2000, starring Jim Carrey as the Grinch. A movie that you and I think are notorious for not liking on this podcast. So I love that she likes to remind us every second.
Every second. I've heard a few Pretty Reckless songs. I like them fine. Like, I've never gone out and bought an album, but I've never been like, ugh, turn it off.
Yeah.
Like, it's decent female fronted rock and roll. So I heard that she was putting out an EP.
Yes.
And I heard that she covered Where Are You Christmas. Now, what I thought before I hit play
on this album.
Listen, we'll get into that. Like, what I thought was like, okay, she's obviously covering this song for a million reasons that make sense.
Yeah.
And that there'll be like a mixture of originals and maybe some fun like rock Christmas covers. So I was like really excited.
Yes.
And I hit play and we get this retro Tonight Show intro.
All right, my next guest, only 7 years old, starring with Jim Carrey in the new movie Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which opens this Friday, the 17th. Please welcome Taylor Momsen.
Of her, which I think is a really cute, nostalgic thing.
Yep.
And then we get her singing the song when she was a child.
Yes.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't
And then slowly it bleeds into like her as an adult and the band rocking out. And honestly, this cover of Where Are You Christmas, I have no
Fantastic.
notes for.
I
think
thought it
it's
was
awesome.
Great. I thought it was a great transition. I think it was all you needed for this because it really did feel like okay, this was her as a kid. This is what she's known for, like in the Christmas realm of a child. And then we're going into, okay, we're gonna get like a pretty like cool rock Christmas album is like what I'm anticipating during the second half of this jam.
Earlier last year as well, Fall Out Boy released a cover of It Feels Like Christmas from Muppet Christmas Carol. There are songs that I do like on this EP, but I almost feel like they would have been better off just releasing this as a single. Hey, here's a single. It's the 25-year anniversary of The Grinch. We did this for fun. Maybe even have the last track that's the piano cover like as a B-side and just put out like this 2-track thing. Here's the Pretty Reckless covering it, and here's just Taylor by herself covering it. Enjoy. But they have all these originals. And like, there's not much for us to say about the Where Are You Christmas. It's really good. Listen to it. You know the song. It's just a more rockin' version of the song. There are some cool, there's like a sax solo in this cover. Like, it's a really 10 out of 10, 0 notes on this cover.
I always have a problem when like a band is a band, but then it's like, no, this is the lead singer's band. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Where I'm like,
I don't know.
Are they a band, or is it like she is the Pretty Reckless and then the members are like live players? Like, I don't know, man. I always I have an issue with this, but only when it starts as like this is the band, not just the lead singer.
I truly don't know. I've been trying to figure this out.
Like, could you imagine how, like, even though I think at this point they may be reunited, but could you imagine if like Hayley Williams came out with a Hayley Williams Paramore's, like Hayley Williams's Paramore Christmas? Like, I feel like people would be grumpy in that world.
Yeah, so let me check here. No, I mean,
no,
she's
they're
been
all
the lead.
from
They're all not OGs per se, but like she started the band in 2009, and everybody who's in the band has been in there since 2010.
Yeah.
So
now, to be
it
fair,
is.
she started the band in 2009, and then every other member of the band left in 2010.
Yeah. Which, I won't lie, raises some questions.
Red flag going up.
but it also could be, it's like the bands the members that she's been playing with since 2010 are the people on the very first album.
Okay.
So,
cool.
like, for all we know, maybe the 2009 thing was like Taylor Momsen presents the Pretty Reckless, and it was like her and some hired guns. And then decided, like, no, I actually do want to pursue this, and like did a more serious audition for like full-time musicians or something like that. Like, I don't want
to possibility.
I don't want to throw. I don't want to throw accusations there. And I guess there's no reason why this couldn't have just been released as a Pretty Reckless Christmas. But it's not like any of the other albums are like Taylor Momsen's blah blah blah. So they must have known.
This goes back to a conversation we were having earlier, and I mentioned it before. It's like, girl, I know that you were in The Grinch. Like, I get it. I fucking get it.
So here's the other thing, though, that I couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
And maybe a listener who knows the Pretty Reckless better than me will be able to explain.
Do the rest of the band members know? Is that what you're wondering?
Well, I don't know if this is technically like a solo album. And the reason why I say that is, like, I've only heard the radio hits from Pretty Reckless. I've heard nothing from Pretty Reckless that sounds like I Want to Be Your Christmas Tree, which is like this bluesy Norah Jones type song.
I wanna be your Christmas tree. Light me up till I glow. I wanna be your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if this
like
is
it.
actually her doing a solo album and putting Pretty Reckless in there, not to cash in on Taylor Momsen, but to cash in on people who don't know her name outside of Pretty Reckless.
Okay.
To be like, oh, this is the girl from Pretty Reckless's solo Christmas EP.
Because I don't think people know. I don't think she herself is the household name.
No.
It's like people know her as Cindy Lou Who, or they know that
The lead
Cindy
singer of
Lou
the Pretty
Who was
Reckless.
the lead singer
Yeah.
of the Pretty Reckless. I don't think anybody's
so
like.
I don't know. I liked this
Could be.
song. I liked I Want to Be Your Christmas Tree. I'm getting the vibe you did not enjoy I Want to
I
Be Your
didn't,
Christmas
but
Tree.
I think it's because this wasn't what I wanted from this album.
Yeah.
Like, and especially because I don't think this should have been the second song.
No,
think
I
we
agree
should
with
have gotten
that.
a little bit more of what we got with the first jam, and then give me
Probably.
this like 3 songs in.
But yeah, this I liked it.
I just don't like the
love.
placement, I think.
I don't love that. Like at one point, she's like, "I'll be your Cindy Lou Who." Don't love
Yep.
that line. That's really weird. And then, did you catch what the last line was of the song?
No. What was it?
Unwrap me and get me pregnant is the
I
last
think
line of the
that's-
song.
That was another like, yeah. You know
I was
that
like-
I don't like. I hate Santa Baby, and this just
Yeah.
feels like, oh, hey, we're being, we're trying to be, I guess, a little more coy, but really not. I want to be your Christmas tree, cover me in snow.
Yeah.
Like stuff that turkey with your Pepperidge Farm. Like this is
really-
these are not. I take back what I just said. We're not really being coy here.
This is like that Adam Sandler at a medium pace song.
Yeah, this is.
Or food innuendo guy. I'm the food innuendo guy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like if you took that and then you took Annie's boopy doop doop boop sex and put them together. That's what this song is. But it got you going, man.
I was fine with it, and I really liked the next song, the Christmas is Killing Me. I don't
like Christmas
love
Killing Me.
when I really, I don't love like songs about how much Christmas sucks, but this one's fun. But again, it makes a reference to the Grinch, like where she's like, maybe I'm a Grinch this year. Like I'm like, stop. Like it's not that hard to not reference the Grinch while writing Christmas music. Hundreds of songs have done it.
And I think that's what like bothers me is like even the cover is a reference to the Grinch.
Yeah.
Like the font is How the Grinch Stole Christmas from the 2000 movie.
Yeah.
She's definitely like she's holding the ornament ball in her hand. Like it's I don't want to constantly be reminded of a movie that I'm not that big of a fan of. Like if you're trying to sell me on an album, like I can't. But again, people adore that shit.
They
so
do
I'm
love that
not
shit.
trying to yuck anybody's yum.
And like to her credit, right? Neither I Want to Be a Christmas Tree or Christmas is Killing Me are like overtly about the Grinch. It's not like you're listening to an Ice Nine Kills song where it's walking you through the plot line of how the Grinch stole Christmas
I'm
or
the
something.
Grinch that stole Christmas.
Yeah, like it's not
I'm
that,
wearing
but
a green suit.
But it definitely like walks that line where you're like, is this cool or is this lame? And you're leaning a little bit more towards lame. Like you're like, this is just like too on the nose.
Yeah, it does it more later.
All the parents gouging out their eyes. They just want to stop the noise.
We're making an ad.
Napping ad.
This is where I think if we're doing it right, Alec Baldwin comes in. He says a couple things. He listens to the podcast every week. Has he been canceled? Wait, is Alec Baldwin the one who killed somebody? I hear that Gary Sinise is free.
Oh, okay, great.
He hasn't worked since 2020.
So, what would be the script that we would have Gary Sinise say for the Napping Through Happy Hour podcast?
Listen to this damn show. Damn it.
The Napping Through Happy Hour podcast brought to you by Geekscape.
Real life, real drama, real time.
I'm Gary Sinise.
That's the ad. That's the ad. That's the ad.
Meanwhile, in New Jersey...
So, Marissa, what talking points do you want to hit on in this week's episode?
Well, Jackie, let's talk about how the film addresses the patriarchy. Ooh, and representation of marginalized people. Ooh, and even philosophical ramifications of good versus evil in horror.
We can point out the triangle boobs, talk about the blood splatter, and the practical effects. And also the male gaze.
My gaze at the males.
Hi-oh! From feminism to fangirling, the Jersey Ghouls cover all the bases of horror from a woman's perspective.
New episodes are uploaded every other Sunday.
Just search Jersey Ghouls to find us on social media and your favorite podcasting app.
What's up, everybody? This is Brian here to tell you about our podcast, Bingetown TV. Our hosts include 7 best friends with a love for all things television. We cover a range of genres with a focus on fantasy and sci-fi, but also dip our feet into drama, horror, comedy, and pretty much anything we think is good television. We use the traditional deep dive formula for new live shows that are released week to week, but our calling card is our Rooks and Vets and Pitchtown TV series. Rooks and Vets pairs 2 of our hosts that have seen a show with 2 of our hosts that have not seen a show. Pitchtown TV is when we have a special guest pitch us a show by having us watch the pilot and trying to convince us to watch the rest. If you're craving more content on some of your favorite TV shows, then you should listen to Bingetown TV. Find us on our website at bingetowntv.com, the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, or wherever else you may find your podcast.
In the darkest corners of the internet, a nameless, formless entity has been growing. No one dares question where it was created or what it wants, but those who have been entranced by its musings chant its blood-curdling name in unison. Horror Movie Night!
Find Horror Movie Night on your favorite podcasting app or at hmnpodcast.com.
But I do like Blues on Christmas.
See, Blues on Christmas was the one where I was like, that was the first song that I didn't put on my playlist. That was the first one where I wasn't like in love. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't in love with Blues on Christmas. So what did you like about Blues on Christmas?
What I like about Blues on Christmas is this is my favorite time. I mean, this is my favorite kind of Christmas music. I love bluesy Christmas music so much. So if I can just have more of that, which I feel like we don't get enough of nowadays, I'm like, cool. Now, granted, this is like if Blink-182 wrote a fucking like blues Christmas song where the lyrics are so fucking juvenile and not in like a dirty way, but just like, I got the blues on Christmas. I got the blues on Christmas till New Year's Day. I got the blues on Christmas because my baby went away. I got the blues on, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Did you get the email I sent you from our listener Nina? That
I don't think so. Hold on.
So I want to read the email real quick from Nina. As we're talking about Blues on Christmas, Nina wrote to us and said, during your most recent podcast where you reviewed Trans-Siberian Orchestra, you asked for recommendations of guitar and banjo Christmas music.
Yeah,
and
yes.
boy, do I have one for you.
Yeah.
And they sent us Ed Sweeney's A Dickens Christmas. You know, shout out to our listener Nina for coming through with that one pretty much immediately after that episode came out.
I love this. Thank you, Nina. Added to my playlist. After I get done recording this, I'm gonna go walk around town a little bit so I can get some steps in, and this is going to be my soundtrack as I explore the town. So thank you so much.
So after Blues on Christmas, we basically get a 2-part ending that brings it all back to the Grinch again. We get When We Were Young.
When I was young, so long.
And I wrote, I understand what this is, but I'm kind of over this at this point.
What she did when she was young, Matt.
She played
I'm
Cindy
curious.
Lou Who
I don't
in
know anything about this lady. What does she do when
Cindy
she was
Lou
younger?
Who in a movie that neither one of us like.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. And then the last track, Christmas, Why Can't I Find You, which is a lyric from Where Are You Christmas?
I believe it's just a piano version of Where Are You Christmas.
That's what it is. And it's it's a very pretty piano cover, but when you have a 22 track EP or 22 minute EP,
not even,
and 7 minutes, 15 minutes, and
there's
seven of those minutes are dedicated to covering Where Are You Christmas. It's just like, why not just put this out as a if this had just been called the Where Are You Christmas EP, where it's just, here's a rock song, here's like Blues on Christmas, or I Want to Be Your, like some like jazzy song, and then this piano, fine, whatever. 4 tracks, perfect. It's weird. I don't like, again, like I know that at least 3 of these songs are going to show up on my Christmas playlist from now until eternity, and I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Like we said, this is definitely better than the Jimmy Fallon album that we covered last year. But it does like, it dances on that line of, is this cool or is this lame? And I think I lean more towards it's lame.
Towards lame, man.
Yeah,
I don't. So like the 3 songs that we said we enjoyed are not good. Are not good enough. Then like they're fine. None of these originals, even liking them, are going to get. Like, they're not going in our top 10 favorite Christmas songs of all time. Like, I don't even know. I don't even think they'd make the top 100. Like,
no,
on
definitely
my list.
not.
So it's not. And yes, I'm definitely leaning into my dislike of the EP. It's fine. Like, it's fine. That's pretty much all I can say about it. And that's why I have to lean into it, because I don't have much to say about it. I'm like, the songs that I like are kind of a bit generic in terms of that original Christmas song, and it's fine. Like that's it. But that's how I've always felt about Pretty Reckless, like removing the Taylor Momsen aspect of it. And again, I am sure she's a phenomenal person. Like, or
she seems
not.
great.
I don't know.
She crushed it on like the Soundgarden tribute at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, she's great.
But they don't make a style of rock music that I like. Like, this is radio. They make radio rock. Like, for the most part. And that's
what
just
it
not
is.
what I get behind. And not that I dislike. Like, I don't listen to it. When I say I don't get behind it, it's fine. Yeah.
Here's the way to word it.
Yeah.
I think that Pretty Reckless makes music that never offends or upsets me, but also never excites me enough to go out and seek more.
Yep.
So like, this was a fun little, like, I do, but you know what? If there's one thing I'm going to say, that Where Are You Christmas cover that starts off the album, great. Like, that's
my favorite song on this album, after already talking about being tired of her referencing it, but it's because it's a good rendition of it. And I think I would respect this more if it was just, you can keep that intro in there, you can give us that second song. We don't need you on piano again at the end with the same song, especially if you're dragging this out for 7 songs. But that piano thing almost would work better if it was a full length. You know what I mean? Like, if track 1 is Where Are You Christmas, and by track 14 it ends with a piano cover as a reprise, for sure. But I think being that we just get 3 songs in the middle, almost none of them a full 3 minutes. No.
Like, it's just everything's so quick that it kind of just feels like, what are we doing here exactly?
It just, that's the worst part, is like, when you look at the timestamp of this thing is 15 minutes, 7 songs, and 2 of them are just the same song, a reference to,
and they're the
same
longest
thing that
songs.
we've been,
they're the 2 longest songs on the album.
The same thing that we've been referencing for 25 years at this point.
But you know what? I think I would do if I had to pick, if I was doing a Christmas playlist for a party, which I might be doing.
Yeah.
I would probably put this on over the Faith Hill version.
I would
agree. Say, all right, let's go with the Pretty Reckless one. This is a little bit more fun for the party vibe. So, you know, I think that this covers the thing that will last the longest. So it kind of makes you be like, why not just release that as like a one-off single and like move on?
I think that'll be the one. If these songs get picked up to add into regular rotation. If any of them,
they're not
going to
play. Maybe Christmas is Killing Me, maybe, but no radio station is playing like Blues for Christmas.
No,
or I
I more
Wanna Be Your
meant out of
Christmas
any
Tree.
of the
Like,
songs on this EP that would get picked up for regular rotation. It is that remix.
It is that
yeah, and that's about it. Which is
I think that's why
unfortunate,
Fall Out Boy was kind of smart to be like, hey, we're not doing any other Christmas covers. We're literally just covering It Feels Like Christmas and calling it a day.
Yeah. Which is a bummer because I always love hearing the songs that are going to get added into rotation because I think they're fewer every year.
We need more. We need more.
We do.
Because I get the Christmas frustration when like radio stations just play the same like 100 Christmas songs.
Yeah.
With that, I think that's the thing that's really frustrating when you do a podcast like this one is like, hey, give us a couple hours on the radio to play deep cut covers and like obscure Christmas songs. Because I think people would be more willing to listen to Christmas radio if every once in a while there was like a new song that they never heard or a new variation on an old favorite. Like we just play the most generic versions of these songs at this point.
It would definitely be the first time since like maybe 99 since any Juggalo music was played on the radio. So
I agree with you. Well, Dylan, we got so much. This is just the start of us diving into all the new content. There was a lot of new content this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get into some of this stuff because, again, I'm always looking for that next new thing that's going to hit because the things that have hit so well.
Agreed.
Whoa, oh, whoa, oh, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holiday, have a great holiday, have a merry happy holiday.
We're making an ad.
Napping ad.
This is where I think if we're doing it right, Alec Baldwin comes in. He says a couple things. He listens to the podcast every week. Has he been canceled? Wait, is Alec Baldwin the one who killed somebody? I hear that Gary Sinise is free.
Oh, okay, great.
He hasn't worked since 2020.
So, what would be the script that we would have Gary Sinise say for the Napping Through Happy Hour podcast?
Listen to this damn show. Damn it.
The Napping Through Happy Hour podcast brought to you by Geekscape.
Real life, real drama, real time.
I'm Gary Sinise.
That's the ad. That's the ad. That's the ad.
Meanwhile, in New Jersey...
So, Marissa, what talking points do you want to hit on in this week's episode?
Well, Jackie, let's talk about how the film addresses the patriarchy. Ooh, and representation of marginalized people. Ooh, and even philosophical ramifications of good versus evil in horror.
We can point out the triangle boobs, talk about the blood splatter, and the practical effects. And also the male gaze.
My gaze at the males.
Hi-yo! From feminism to fangirling, the Jersey Ghouls cover all the bases of horror from a woman's perspective.
New episodes are uploaded every other Sunday.
Just search Jersey Ghouls to find us on social media and your favorite podcasting app.
What's up, everybody? This is Brian here to tell you about our podcast, Bingetown TV. Our hosts include 7 best friends with a love for all things television. We cover a range of genres with a focus on fantasy and sci-fi, but also dip our feet into drama, horror, comedy, and pretty much anything we think is good television. We use the traditional deep dive formula for new live shows that are released week to week, but our calling card is our Rooks and Vets and Pitchtown TV series. Rooks and Vets pairs 2 of our hosts that have seen a show with 2 of our hosts that have not seen a show. Pitchtown TV is when we have a special guest pitch us a show by having us watch the pilot and trying to convince us to watch the rest. If you're craving more content on some of your favorite TV shows, then you should listen to Bingetown TV. Find us on our website at bingetowntv.com, the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, or wherever else you may find your podcast.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.